Saggy, how are you? This is your reading for April 2024. All sorts going on in April 2024. Got Mercury going retrograde on the first day. I know, we're going to look at love, we're going to look at channel messages, anything that comes up that you really need to know. I'm going to take 3 overall. Get on! Okay, well it started very strongly. I'm going to take 3 overall cards for you, Saggy. And I'm liking the cut of your jib immediately. Excellent. Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Even if you're cross-watching for a Saggy, which I don't think many people will cross-watch for a Saggy. I don't know why. Saggys are quite an open book. Let me know in the comment section, is that right? Are you an open book as a Sagittarius? Okay. So you only go and start with the 6 of Wands. This is rather gorgeous. 6 of Wands, you would never kick it out of bed, never mind if it ate crisps. It could eat a whole tuna roll in your bed. Or as my brother said to me the other day, he got on a train to London and a guy got on and he ate a pot of tuna with his fingers, then used his laptop all the way down the journey. That is gross. Anyway, even if someone did that, you wouldn't kick them out of bed if they were the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands, winner, winner, chicken dinner or vegan alternative. Okay, we're loving this card. It's card of victory. This is Jason from Jason and the Argonauts. And he's been after that golden fleece for some time. He's been on a hero's journey. Your hero's journey, Saggy, was 2023. You had it so unsagittariusly bad. It's like, I do readings for Saggys, I'm jealous of Saggys. All I've got my midheaven in Saggy, and I just honestly worked that to its last bone. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm going to squeeze everything I can out of having that. But I've got nothing else. And Sagittarius is the lucky sign. You're ruled by Jupiter. You tend to not make plans too far ahead. Quite good at parties, you know, you can go with the flux and the flow of energy really well. But last year something happened to you. Somebody was like getting on top of your grill, or whatever the young people say. Like the King of Swords kept popping up, and like micromanaging people in your life kept popping up. And it's just such a big mistake to micromanage a Sagittarius, because they're going to leave. That's what you do. You are primed and programmed for freedom. You're ruled by Jupiter, a planet of expansion, like this Saggy. Shwing! Okay, so whatever situation you're in at the moment, there's a very clear winning strategy for you, okay? Now, Mercury is retrograde the whole month, so it does put a strange twist on things. It doesn't mean, just because the planet is in retrograde, this is my retrograde, I'm sort of going backwards, doesn't mean that you can't actually move forwards. It's a mistake to think that with Mercury retrograde. You can still move forward, but you're kind of doing it weirdly. So, let's explain. You've got the Ace of Swords here. This is cracking. We love this. So, it could be an air sign that you're dealing with. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but it could also be about communication, okay? Communication being incredibly clear and to the point. It's also an epiphany, so you get ping, a light bulb moment about maybe something that stupefied you all throughout 2023. You think to yourself, oh yeah, I get it now. God, why didn't I just know that or think that? How can I have thought the other, you know? Where does that leave me? But this just cuts through a whole load of BS, stuff you've been worried about, stuff that's been keeping you up at night, stuff that's made you very uncharacteristically un-Sagittarian, okay? Then we have the Knight of Swords. Even better. You've got, I think this is Castor and Pollux, and you've got twin energy. Now, when you are in Mercury retrograde, as I like to call it, you're on this sort of dualistic thing. So Mercury retrograde is like almost you're running along 2 sides of a track, but you're kind of going in the same direction. So the information or the way that you're going to go about setting about your goal, whatever it is a little unorthodox, which is normal for you, a little unusual, and a lot about being in this kind of double lines. So we'll get into this a bit more. So it may be that, and we'll look at your love life as well. If it resonates, there'll be an extended reading as well this month. And the first link in the description box will be that. That's where we look further at your love life. Take the love cards and we do an extreme love reading with channeling. How do they feel about you? All of that. At the moment, there's something you wanted. It could be a job, it could be a relationship, whatever it is. The energy has been unclear, misty, a bit stuck, pressured. For you, Mercury goes retrograde and the lid comes off the situation. I rather like it. There's a sense of triumph. There's a sense of direction. You've been missing a sense of direction when it comes to this issue. And then you get one and you think, haha, if you were a pirate. Ace of Swords, you're getting your aha moment. Okay, it may come externally, so it may come through an email, a text message. The Knight of Swords is direct communication. It's not blunt, it's just to the point. And that's what you've been hoping and wishing for anyway. You want that. You want it to be to the point. Okay, let's have another look. Let's take a couple more cards. I like the vibe of this though. Such clarity when all the other star signs are going to be fumphing around with old Mercury retrograde, not knowing what to think. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles. Absolutely marvellous. You may be starting something during Mercury retrograde, which is weird for many people. But if it's to do with social media, communication, woof, you go right ahead. I'm going to take one more card for this particular bit. Got our old friend, the Knight of Cups, a little bit of love. So that's going to let us segue into your little love reading in a minute, which will be down here. Okay, Ace of Pentacles, and I really like this Ace of Pentacles because we've got Poseidon. Normally, the Ace of Pentacles can be a bit like a digestive biscuit, It's just not the same unless you dunk it in some chocolate or something like that. This has this kind of, it's got a fishtail. It's coming from a dreamier place. That's why I'm saying if you're a creative, you could really start something creative in April. Now, we had a lunar eclipse in Libra on the 25th of March. We're still in that energy as we enter April, and then we just smack bang wallop 1st of April into Mercury retrograde. Then week later, and all these things are happening on the Mondays, which is quite strange as well. On the 8th, we've got a new moon solar eclipse in Aries. That's the one I've got my eye on for you. You could have a really good breakthrough on this new moon solar eclipse in Aries. It's a fellow fire sign. It's a kindred spirit of sorts. And you're going to feel more energetic. Okay, you're going to feel more energetic. You're going to feel more sprightly. You're going to feel more up for it. Woof. Okay, then we have the Four of Swords. This is lovely. This is about peace. It's about meditation. It's about downtime. You're going to be busy, especially if you want to do a side hustle, setting something up, doing something more creative at work, putting yourself out there if you're looking for love, or stepping up and changing the landscape of your current love relationships, whatever it is for you. There's a very good start here, and there's some longevity that's kind of promised with it as well. Then we have the Knight of Cups. The Four of Swords, by the way, is just telling you to take breaks when you need to take breaks. Sometimes because you're mutable and because you're ruled by Jupiter, you just want to keep on expanding and getting the message out there, and yeah, but you also do need sometimes to take breaks. we got the Knight of Cups segueing us into a love reading part. Okay, here's about love. The Knight of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So it could be somebody who's a water sign, but also it's just a beautiful card. It's the card of somebody showing up and shelling out, okay? No one's going Dutch with the Knight of Cups. I mean, look how they've turned up. No one's bringing garage flowers that stink of cat wee. No, 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 no. They're bringing you a golden goblet and a fish. You were like, I might have gone for the garage flowers and a pot noodle. They don't know me that well. Okay, let's have a look at some more love. Where do Sagittarians stand with long-term relationships? Do you look for that, or do you see it as that you want your freedom and you'd rather keep it casual? Let me know in the comments section. And if you are like attached or married, how do you still maintain your freedom within that confine? I'm very interested. Oof, look at you getting the sun for your love life. Chicka, 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 chicka. Oh, get on. This is pretty nice, I have to say. You get sun, you get strength, you're getting the Knight of Cups, you're getting the King of Cups, you're getting the Five of Swords. That's interesting. I'm going to take one more and then we're going to looky-see. Oh, major, major. Woof. Right, let me just take me away a minute, because then I can squeeze a card in down here as well, which is the Three of Wands. Very nice, you being a fire sign and all. Shove it all up a bit, as the actress said to the bishop. And now we can see. Right, okay, love life. Something's coming in here, and it's very nice to see. By the time we get to the Knight of Cups, somebody has moved beyond the page. The page is like entry-level apprentice, okay, of cups. And the page is like knocking around with a smelly fish in a cup. You don't even know if it's dead. It's a bit like one of those fairground ones that you walk around with in a kind of plastic bag. It's not the greatest. It's stinky. They're clumsy. The approach isn't good. They don't know what they're doing, okay? When they escalate, when they have a glow up, they become the Knight of Cups. They know they have to have a horse, something decent to wear, you know, got a bit of plumage, bit of style. It's like, here I go. Check me out. I work out. It's that. Somebody is putting themselves up. They're upping their offer. They're upping the ante. That's very nice for you, especially if you've been a bit in the doldrums about it or waiting for something to happen. The sun comes out. You cannot do better to have the sun and the Six of Wands. Yum. I mean, it's just gorgeous energy for you. This is someone blooming, being transparent, radiant, heating things through, passion, gorgeousness. I love this for you. Then we have strength, Leo energy, but also fire sign energy. Now this is important. We've got Hercules here, and he's taming the lion, like being the lion whisperer. And there's something here about knowing yourself. This part is always, and all the labours of Hercules, got 12 labours, you know, in Greek myth. And it's all about the journey, your spirit journey, the hero's journey. So whatever happened in 2023, and maybe take it from about October 23, you've been on a hero's journey, you know, like Odysseus. You've come back, you've fought everybody, you're knackered, you look like you've been dragged through a hedge backwards, you've grown a beard like, you know, not Forrest Gump. What was that other one? Castaway. You look like Tom Hanks when he came back off Castaway and went back to see Helen Hunt. I think it was Helen Hunt. I love Helen Hunt. And, you know, she was like, you're a bit, you know, the manscaping has possibly dropped while you've been away. I think I'll stick with my husband. Anyway, so look, this is about you knowing yourself, knowing what you need. And you know how I asked you, and I don't even know why I asked you, but I think this is why. If you're married or committed as a Sagittarian, how do you keep your freedom? There is here in the cave, there's like a door out. whatever the situation is, Saggy, you still need to have your kind of running around space. I've always thought that was definitely the case for Saggies. And any sign that seeks to contain you is not playing it the right way. The more space you give a Sagittarian, the more loyalty you're going to get. That is my experience. You let me know, because you are the true Saggies. Right, now, not only do we have the Knight of Cups, which is gorgeous because it's someone coming forward, it's someone initiating, high value, high quality. The next place that the Knight of Cups can go is the King of Cups. And as if that wasn't enough, we've got the Queen too. We've got the King and the Queen of Cups. We are really channeling Cher 1989. Look at the state of that. It's amazing. Okay. This is Orpheus as well. This is a pair. So in your love life, this is either someone you haven't met yet or you're with now, whatever. You know how it resonates with you. But this is a gorgeous pairing. Let's make them dance. Yeah. Body popping. Because the King and Queen of Cups beautifully understand each other. They're on the same kooky emotional wavelength. Now, I'm interested that there's a 5 of Swords in between them. Venus in Aquarius. Little bit of a you-know-what block. A fly in the ointment, shall we say, for YouTube's sake. 5s are disruptors. There's just this little wrinkle here of something between you that's maybe someone's playing it cool or you're both playing it cool. There's just a feeling of... There's a feeling of slightly playing a game of chess when you get this. Waiting a bit before you text someone back or something like that. But I don't see it as big. And then we have the 3 of Wands here. 3 of Wands is a gorgeous card because the Ace of Wands is passion, the 2 of Wands is where it's doubled, and the 3 of Wands is gaining momentum. So there's a passion in your love life that is gaining momentum. But also this particular card is Jason claiming his crown when he's been away. Somebody nicked his jurisdiction, made themselves the king. And Jason, and it's interesting because this looks a lot like the King of Cups. Okay. Some of you may have to remind somebody of who wears the crown. Okay. Saggies don't generally want to wear the crown, but I feel in this instance you do. You need to know something about power balance in this relationship. Oracle card, no place like home. There could be something to do with you moving or making the place, nesting, making the place you live in. And this is a nesting card. Yeah, a place that you want to be. You've also got being flexible. And this is about whether somebody you're involved with can be flexible enough to meet your need for freedom. Okay? And all that glitters. Woof, that's interesting. So some of you, this might be somebody, again, we've got that 5 of Swords, haven't we? Somebody who is not quite what they appear to be. I don't see this as happening on a big scale because you've got the King and Queen together of Cups, and those two know each other only too well. You then get chop wood, draw water. Okay, it's like a keep on keeping on card. Keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on being who you are. But also, Saggy, remember that you're unique. You definitely dance to the beat of your own drum. You can't be told what to do. No matter how much you love somebody, no matter how much you love a job or a person or a friend or a direction of things, whatever. No one puts Saggy in the corner. It just doesn't work. You're not going to stay there. So do bear that in mind. Bear this flexibility in mind, the freedom that you need, whether it's about starting your own business, whether it's about your love life and how much freedom is offered to you within that, not companionship, relationship. How much freedom is offered to you within that relationship? Saggy, I'm going to go do the extended reading. We are going to do a whole new love reading for you. How do they feel about you? What's the future with this person? What's really going on from their point of view? And any shadow sides that we need to look at. Whew, I'll see you there. Namaste.